ELIAS RAUL DJ.
love you.
ELIAS RAUL, DJ.
I came across a cache of photos and
Raul, DJ.
Like a football match, 10 men of the score. but I'm not sure now. Seen you look at strangers too many times. The love you want is of a different kind. Remember when we felt the sun? A love like paradise, how hot it burned. Threats of distant thunder, the sky was red. And when you want, you always turn every head. Watch them all fall down. Domino dancing. Watch them all fall down. Domino dancing. Thought that when we fought, I was to blame. Now I know you play a different game. I've watched you dance with danger, still wanting more. Add another number to the score. Watch them all fall down. Domino dancing. Watch them all fall down. Domino dancing. When you look around, you wonder, do you play to win, or are you just a bad loser? Don't know why, I don't know how. Thought I loved you, but I'm not sure now. I hear the thunder crashing, the sky is dark, and now a storm is breaking within my heart. Watch them all fall down. Domino dancing. 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 Watch them all fall down.
ELIAS.
Sometimes you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand, it's pointing at your head. You think you're mad, too unstable, kicking in chairs and knocking down tables in a restaurant in a West End town. Call the police, there's a madman around, running down underground to a dive bar in a West End town. In a West End town, a dead end world, the East End boys and West End girls. In a West End town, a dead end world, the East End boys and West End girls. West End girls. Too many shadows, whispering voices, faces get through? How am I gonna get through? I come here looking for money, got to have it, and end up leaving with love. Oh, oh. Now you left me with nothing, can't take it. How am I gonna get through? How am I gonna get through? I bought you drinks, I brought you flowers, I read your books and talked for hours. Every day so too old for toys. Stood by the bus stop with a felt pen in this suburban hell. And in the distance, a police car to break the suburban spell. Let's take a ride, run with the dogs tonight in suburbia. You can hide, run with the dogs tonight in suburbia. Break a window by the town hall, listen a siren screams. There in the distance, different life. I was a rented general. I could leave you, say goodbye, or I could love you if I tried, and I could. And left to my own devices, I probably would. Left to my own devices, I probably would. Oh, I would. I was faced with a choice at a difficult age. Would I write a book, or should I take to the stage? But in the back of my head I heard distant feet, Che Guevara and Debussy to a disco beat. It's not a crime when you look the way you do, the way I like to picture you. When I get home, it's late at night, I pour a drink and watch the fight. Turn off the TV, look at a book, pick up the phone, fix some food. Maybe I'll sit up all night and day, waiting for the minute I hear you say, I could leave you, say goodbye, or I could love we try not to break our hearts and make it so hard for ourselves? You lock your letters in a box and you leave them the key. I go on better. I'm indebted to a contact magazine. Tell me why don't we try not to break our hearts and make it so hard for ourselves? Why don't we try not to break our hearts and make it so hard for us? Everybody's gotta live together just to find a little peace of mind there. If you give up your affairs forever, I will give up mine, but it's hard, so hard. I'm always hoping you'll be faithful, but you're not, I suppose. We've both given up smoking, 'cause it's fatal. So whose matches are those? Tell me why don't we try not to break our hearts and make it so hard for ourselves? We make it so hard. Tell me why don't we try not to break our hearts and make it so hard? Tell me why don't we try not to break our hearts and make it so hard for ourselves? Not to break our hearts and make it so hard for ourselves. We make it so hard for ourselves. We make it so hard. Well, I don't know why I was dreaming about you, but I do know that I was dancing without you. Then you smiled, I was lost. You fall in love, why can't the cost? All I gave to you, all you make me do. I react when I hear people ask, was it worth it? Yes, it's worth living for. Was it worth it? Yes, it's worth giving more. If I'd had my way, this would have happened much sooner. But until that day, it was only a rumor. All at once, you changed my life and led me into paradise, where I had to do what I wanted to. I react when I hear people ask, was it worth it? Yes, it's worth living for. Was it worth it?
Elias Raúl.